The story begins in 1857 in the frozen Arctic. A Danish naval ship called the Horisont is trapped in thick ice near the North Pole. The exhausted crew works desperately to break free, but their captain, Andersen, refuses to turn back. He is determined to reach the North Pole no matter what. Suddenly, an explosion echoes across the ice. Andersen and his men investigate and find a man badly injured in the snow. This man is Victor Frankenstein, and he wears a prosthetic leg. They bring him aboard the ship to help him. But then something terrifying happens. A massive creature attacks the ship, demanding that the crew hand over Victor. Andersen orders his men to shoot, and they fire multiple times, but the bullets barely slow the creature down. He boards the ship and kills 6 crew members with horrifying strength. Andersen finally uses a powerful blunderbuss weapon to blast the creature off the ship and into the icy water below. Victor tells Andersen a chilling truth: the creature cannot be killed. He begs Andersen to surrender him to the creature when it returns. Victor explains that he created this monster, and now he must tell his story. Part 1. Victor's Tale. Victor's tragic life begins years earlier. His mother Claire dies while giving birth to his younger brother William. Their father, Baron Leopold, is a cold, controlling aristocrat and a famous surgeon. Leopold married Claire only for her money and noble family name. He favors William over Victor and treats Victor with cruelty. Leopold forces Victor to train as a surgeon and controls every part of his life. When Victor makes even tiny mistakes, his father beats him with a cane across the face. Leopold says Victor's hands must be perfect for surgery. Victor loves his mother deeply and never recovers from her death. Victor blames his father for letting his mother die, but Leopold coldly tells him that no one can conquer death. Over time, the family loses their fortune through fires and a revolt on their estate. When Leopold dies, William goes to live with relatives in Vienna, and Victor moves to London, then Edinburgh. By 1855, Victor becomes a brilliant but arrogant surgeon. He is obsessed with defeating death through science. At the Royal College of Surgeons in Edinburgh, he conducts shocking experiments where he reanimates dead corpses. He proves that these reanimated bodies can make decisions and respond to people. But the college sees this as sacrilege against God. Professor Krempe leads a tribunal that expels Victor from the college. After his expulsion, a wealthy arms merchant named Henrik Harlanda approaches Victor. Harlanda offers him unlimited money and a private tower by a lake outside the city to continue his experiments. Victor accepts immediately. Victor asks William to help him build a laboratory in the tower. During this time, Victor meets Elizabeth, who is William's fiancée and Harlanda's niece. Victor becomes attracted to Elizabeth. One day, Victor disguises himself as a priest in a confession booth. Elizabeth comes to confess and reveals that she hates Victor. She calls him a tyrant and a controlling person, not knowing she is speaking to him. When Elizabeth discovers Victor's deception, she is angry but later agrees to have lunch with him. While William works on the laboratory, Victor spends more time with Elizabeth. They even share a dance together. Victor develops strong feelings for her and proposes marriage, but Elizabeth refuses. Harlanda grows impatient and demands results from Victor's experiments. Victor begins collecting body parts from executed criminals and soldiers killed in the Crimean War. He assembles these parts into one large creature. His plan is to use lightning during a storm to send electrical currents through the creature's body and bring it to life. As a storm approaches, Harlanda reveals he is dying from syphilis. He demands that Victor put his brain into the creature's body. Victor refuses this insane request. During their argument, Harlanda tries to sabotage the experiment but falls to his death from the tower. Victor proceeds with his experiment. When lightning strikes, he electrifies the creature, but nothing happens. The experiment appears to fail, and Victor is devastated. The next morning, Victor makes a shocking discovery. The creature is alive. Victor begins teaching his creation. He shows the creature how to face the sun and absorb its warmth. He chains the creature in the cellar and is amazed by its incredible strength and ability to heal rapidly. But the creature can only learn one word: Victor. Frustrated by the slow progress, Victor starts treating the creature the same way his father treated him. He uses cruel discipline and violence to teach the creature more words. This makes the creature angry and violent. When William and Elizabeth arrive at the tower, Elizabeth questions why Victor treats the creature so badly. She approaches the creature with kindness and bonds with him. She teaches him to speak her name, and the creature responds with gentleness. Victor notices that Elizabeth is developing feelings for the creature. She tells Victor that perhaps the creature's heart is purer than any normal man's heart. Victor becomes jealous and afraid. He lies to William, claiming the creature killed Harlinda. He sends William and Elizabeth away. Then Victor sets fire to his laboratory with the creature still inside. As the flames spread, Victor hears the creature crying out his name. Victor's heart breaks, and he tries to run back inside to save his creation. But the tower explodes, and the blast severely injures Victor's leg. As Victor finishes telling this story to Captain Anderson, the creature boards the ship again. He confronts the captain and tells his own version of events. The creature explains what really happened. He breaks his chains and escapes the burning tower explosion. He wanders into the woods, frightened and alone. Hunters spot him and shoot at him, terrified by his appearance. The wounded creature finds shelter inside the machinery of a mill on a farm. Through cracks in the walls, he watches the family who lives there. He grows attached to them and secretly helps them. He gathers huge amounts of firewood and leaves it for them. He builds a pen to protect their sheep from wolves. The family is grateful to their mysterious helper. They call him the spirit of the forest and leave gifts of clothes and food for him, which the creature happily accepts. When winter comes, most of the family leaves. Only the blind grandfather remains. The creature reveals himself to the blind man, who cannot see his frightening appearance. The old man is kind and teaches the creature to read and speak properly. They become friends. The creature learns about God and how God created man. He wants to know where he came from and who made him. His memories are unclear, so he travels back to the ruins of Victor's laboratory. There, he discovers the truth about his creation and finds Victor's address. The creature returns to the farm and finds wolves attacking the blind man. He fights off the wolves and saves his friend, but the old man is dying. The creature holds him as he passes away. When the hunters return, they see the creature holding the dead blind man. They think the creature killed him and shoot the creature multiple times. He dies, but then something terrible happens. He comes back to life. The creature realizes he cannot die. He will live forever, alone and hated by everyone. This thought fills him with unbearable sadness. The creature decides to find Victor. He arrives on the night of William and Elizabeth's wedding. He confronts Victor and makes a desperate request: create a companion for him, someone like him, so he will not be alone forever. Victor fears that if he creates another creature, they might reproduce and create a race of monsters. He refuses angrily. The creature attacks him in rage and despair. Elizabeth hears the fight and rushes in. When she sees the creature, she recognizes him and embraces him with kindness and love. Victor panics and grabs a gun. He tries to shoot the creature, but his aim is terrible. The bullet hits Elizabeth instead, and she collapses. William runs at the creature to defend Elizabeth, but the creature accidentally strikes him, and William is mortally wounded. As William dies in the chaos, he looks at Victor and calls him the true monster, not the creature. The creature gently picks up Elizabeth's body and carries her to a cave. There, she dies in his arms. The creature is heartbroken. Victor pursues the creature across the world, all the way to the frozen Arctic. They finally confront each other on the ice. The creature is so filled with despair that he tries to destroy himself with dynamite. He lights the explosive, but even the blast fails to kill him. He is truly immortal and cursed to live forever. After everything that has happened, Victor and the creature finally understand each other. They reconcile in the cold Arctic. The creature calls Victor father, and Victor calls him son. They forgive each other for all the pain they caused. Then Victor dies from his injuries. The creature mourns his creator. Using his incredible strength, the creature frees Captain Anderson's ship from the ice. Anderson realizes he has been as reckless as Victor, pursuing his own dangerous goal to reach the North Pole. He decides to abandon his mission and sail back home with his surviving crew. The ship leaves, and the creature is alone once more on the ice. He reaches out his hand toward the sunlight, just as Victor taught him to do when he first came to life. He embraces the warmth of the sun, forever alone, forever immortal, forever remembering the father who created him and the brief moments of kindness he experienced in his tragic existence. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our next movie breakdown.